So, it was a long day today. It's my third day of work. I had a house call yesterday, and it went pretty typically. Uh, a printer. It was a printer call. So my boss and I both did the house call. I did the manual labor. Word of advice: spend some money on a real printer. It boggles my mind why a company like Canon would make a printer that is difficult to work with. It's not even about the reliability. It's about the interface. Um, these cheap little $100 printers, you get a numbers pad, but you don't get an alphabet pad. So each of the numbers is a collection of symbols and letters. It's so frustrating. The company is not doing themselves any favor. These bottom of the barrel devices, they're difficult to work with. And it's frustrating when a customer presents this product that they want you to work on. It's like, oh, geez. It's just arduous. Yeah, so here's a tip from a techie. Buy a printer with at least a screen and a keyboard. If it's going to be a screen, let it be a keyboard that shows you a real alphabet. Just a recommendation. So, day 3 of me working as an employee instead of on my own. It's actually it's not a lot different in a lot of ways. It's been, I've had to learn how to deal with, like, my boss. He's got me working hard, but he's got his own way of doing things. So obviously I'm not going to try to commandeer the shop, but we have our own philosophy on how to do things. And he doesn't necessarily know. If we're going to work together long term, we both have to have an agreement. I understand this is his show. I don't want to steal the show. This is not my little environment. This is his. It's not like I don't understand that. But he's more a sales guy than technical. I'm more technical than sales. That's the big difference. So he's very high. He's got a lot going on. I just hope he's not growing too fast, because he's not able to train me properly. His interface for the bookwork is incredibly complicated. That's the best way I can present it. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to set aside like an hour or two and figure out that interface, because it's complicated and it's frustrating when I'm asking questions and he's not able to give me the appropriate amount of time. And the phone's ringing and I'm expected to answer the phone and rattle off a technical conversation, which is easy, but it's distracting from learning. It's so frustrating. It's a pretty chaotic environment. So I'm going to be patient. I'm going to stick with it for at least a little bit, and we'll go from there. You have to give a new job at least a little bit of an effort before giving up on it. But I have had these thoughts of there are other opportunities. Maybe I should try over here. But yeah, obviously, even if it's a better paying gig, you don't want to be bouncing around. So that's really where I am right now. I've had other thoughts about, should I take other job opportunities? But I don't know if I want to stay up here long term. And I need to see if this job works out. And if I don't stay at this job, do I want to continue looking for other work in this region? That's my mind is in multiple places. That's really the best way I can put it. So, yeah, that's it. I wanted to have a video at lunch, but I needed to eat, and I only get a half hour of lunch. This is not a typical 8-hour job. It seems like it's 7.5 hours, which means it's a half hour of lunch. So I didn't have time to have my little 5-minute chat. So there are a few other things I wanted to talk about, but I'm physically and mentally kind of zonked. Oh, I think the light blinking the way it is is kind of symbolic of my energy right now. The last few days have been kind of draining. So I am getting more energetic about getting in front of camera and sharing my day. Have a great night, everyone. If I think of anything, I'll come back. I'm starting to take notes, so as I come up with interesting thoughts throughout the day, I'll take a note, and then yeah, I actually have more I want to talk about, but I'm zonked. It's been 6 minutes. Have a great night, everyone. Third day of the work. Have a good night.